position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Aggies' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Boone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to go deep. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Coming out with it, it's Hooks. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
Grab behind the line. It's Avery. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy.
It's a fumble! And this fumble bounces out of bounds. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up 4th down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. The biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately, that ball bounced out of bounds, but a nice job ripping it loose and causing the fumble.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Motion from the back. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Takes the easy one to the back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Boone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads it left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The Gators in the hurry up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Pulls it in. It's Turbin.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
On third and short, the power run here. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Gators are flying down the field.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here's the handoff. Open space at the 25. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Hooks. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Moves away as he feels pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Avery. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Avery. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your...
He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to throw on third. Complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He's got it. 2-point try as good as they build on this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's up to 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's hooked. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. We saw that linebacker do it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man, you can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snags it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Fit it in the window for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's hooked. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's hooked. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Black 24. Razor.
Red pass, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Texas A&M going quickly. The give to the tailback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Wide out trying to get it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Looking for the 2-point try. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. DBs will try to keep everything in front. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. Just laid him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that up.
And they fake it. He wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. He'll bring it out. It's hooked. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
With the catch, it's Moses. Texas A&M going up tempo. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker is Harris. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Shotgun snap on third down. Brought close to the marker, it's hooked. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really...
Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Fielded in the end zone, it's hooked. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Fights off a defender.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They go to the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll go to the air. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Might be changing the route. Wants to keep it in the air. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Touchdown, Aggie. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Coming out with it, it's Boone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense stops it just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turbin. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It's complete. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
21.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And the Gators have this offense rolling. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Powell. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Throws toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on third down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Gator! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The snap sets up the throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Number 15, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out. It's hooked. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Touchdown, Florida! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Number 15, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Moses. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's hooked. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Texas A&M going up tempo. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Hums it downfield. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The inside handoff. Picks up the first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Gators have their offense in high gear.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Easy.
Looking for a crease to the left. Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's hooked. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Hooks. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught behind the line. It's Vincent. Powers through. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And how about that? They go with the ground game. Keep it on the ground for the 2-point conversion. That runs the football really hard, sneaks it in there, gets them 2 points.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together.
Gashes him in the middle. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hooks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15.
29 Philly. 2 knocks, go.
He'll start this drive going to the air. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Touchdown, Gators! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful.
69, Texas A&M, 29.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hooks. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. took it the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone and making a huge play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Boone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Gators will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Tight end getting vertical. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Here we go. Arrow. Hornet. Hornet. Tuna. Timber.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10.
Flare. Flare. Set. Hut. Timber. Gorilla. Gorilla.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Set. Ready. Dinah. Dinah. Terrier. Pilot. Go. Gotcha.
He wants to throw it. Buys a little time. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressed.